The Bridge of Ashen Vale. Carlos Carrasquero. The stone bridge of Ashen Vale stretched wide and strong, its arches spanning the black river below. Beyond it, the city's walls rose high, torches flickering upon the battlements. Thousands of frightened eyes watched from the ramparts, their hope resting not on armies, but on a single knight. Sir Caldus stood at the center of the bridge, armor battered but polished clean. His shield bore the scars of 100 battles, its crest faded yet proud. At his side gleamed his sword, Dawnfang, once gifted by the king himself. His breath fogged the air, for the night was cold, but not more frigid than the tide effaced. From the misty forest across the river came the swarm. Shadows twisted between the trees, monstrous forms, limbs crooked and too many, jaws dripping with hunger. Their eyes glowed like embers, countless and unblinking. The ground shuddered beneath their march. Caldus planted his boots firmly on the stones. Behind him lay the city gates, locked and barred. There would be no retreat, no reinforcements. He was the first and last line. "You shall not pass," he said softly, not to the beasts, but to himself. It was no statement, it was no promise, it was spite. The first creature lunged, a hulking brute of bone and sinew. Caldus swung Dawnfang, cleaving it from shoulder to hip. The monster collapsed with a roar, black ichor hissing upon the bridge. The swarm shrieked, a chorus of hatred, and charged. Steel flashed. The night became a whirlwind, his blade carving arcs of light in the darkness. He struck, blocked, and struck again, his shield ringing with impacts that rattled his bones. For every beast he felled, two more surged forward. Yet he did not yield an inch. Minutes became hours in his mind. His arms burned, his breath tore in his chest, and still he fought. The bridge grew sleek with blood and shadow flesh, but Caldus held firm. Behind him, the people on the walls shouted prayers, their voices faint but fierce. At last, a massive figure emerged from the swarm. Taller than the gate towers, its body was a shifting mass of claws and eyes. The swarm parted for their lord. Caldus staggered, his shield split in half, his sword heavy. He had nothing left but his will. He raised his voice, hoarse but unbroken. "This bridge is mine. To cross it, you must first kill me. And I do not die quietly." The great beast roared, and its swarm answered. They crashed upon him like a tide against stone. From the walls, no one saw where night ended and monsters began, only sparks and steel flashing like stars in the dark. But the bridge did not break. Dawn rose red upon the horizon, and still Sir Caldus stood, a lone figure upon a mountain of slain horrors, his sword buried deep in the chest of the monstrous lord. The city gates opened slowly. Silence reigned, broken only by the wind. One night held the bridge.